Hello, welcome to day 5 of our JUNEwary challenge 2026. Today is the 12th of June, I believe. However, we have our lovely, fantastic new section. Everything we've been doing so far has had this very similar vibe. And the way the left hand's sort of been down here, leaping up and so on. Got a whole new feel to this section. So we've gone into a B section, a different section. So I'm going to play it for you first, just 4 bars long thus far. And then we'll have a look through it. So I'm starting straight away on bar 17, our newest bit. And it goes like this. Not going to do those last 4 notes, last 3 notes, because they lead to something, and we'll look at those tomorrow. So we'll not worry about those triplet notes at the end. So let's have a look through. Do the left hand first because it's totally changed. It's a lovely, beautiful flowing left hand there. It's really nice to have this contrast to what was happening in the first section. So first of all, we have an octave and a fifth, one of those. So those that don't know me, this is one of my favourite shapes, and it doesn't have an official name, so I call it one of those. It is thumb on the E, finger 4 down on the bass E, and let finger 2 fall onto the B. Notice how I did that. I went from the top, opened up, and then finger 2 just very naturally came into that space. It is a left hand thing, but I'm just showing you through the strings there, okay? I don't do it as boof, boof, boof. We open up and we can kind of land there on the whole thing. But doing it with thoughts from that thumb is really helping me to keep my thumb higher, okay? Which is going to be very handy because after we've played the finger 4 and the finger 2, I want to cross under from here to the black string with my finger 2, play my E, and then bring myself round and get my thumb on the G, play my finger 2 that was on the black, and play my thumb. Okay, it's a lovely walking pattern. And it works best when you don't disengage from the harp. I don't go and then leap for it and hope to land on it. I can walk under. Okay, now the best way to do that transition. So I'm just going to show you through the strings. So we've got the 4, 2. So your own hand's landscape allowing, I'm going to come through with finger 2. It might, finger 2. It might be for you that your hand needs it to be a 3, for example. But I'm going to come through here and demonstrate with finger 2. And notice how low I've come through. I haven't gone and then tried to go all the way here as though everything's happening in a straight line. I'm allowing my fingers to be lower than my thumb in the first place. Let that just pull and fall down into the hand. And then I can rotate from that thumb, pivot round, and let this finger 2 come in nice and low. So having plucked it into the hand, I can open it up, just let it fall open, come to that black F. I play the thumb and then open that up to the G, which brings my hand back to normal position. Okay? But with our left hand, okay? So we just try that together. We'll go boom, ba, dum, ba, dum. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross under, move your thumb, and then we come off. So we're connected all the way through that, okay? One more time. I'll just give you a 4, 5, 6 count. 4, 5, 6. Good job. If you jump ahead a couple of bars in the 3rd bar of today, so bar 17, 18, bar 19, it's that same move again. We're going to have that A, B, E, F, G. That's going to come in as well. The bar in between starts in a similar way. We're in a different place. We've moved from being on the E's, which incidentally is 1 below the black, up to our B's, but the same idea, an octave and a fifth, 1 below the red. So when I'm anchoring in, where am I going? 1 below the black, 1 below the red. focusing on my thumb position. We're going to go B, F, B, but we need to just watch because we're not walking under to the very next string this time. We're going to go into what would make up a triad. So we've got B, F, and I need to get further to this D and then open up further to the F. Okay, if I show you that through the strings, we've got the 4, 2, 1. Okay, and again, depending on what your hand allows. The 4, 2, 1 is definitely the most comfortable way to do that fingering there. And if for any reason that's too big a stretch for your hand, then just allow that lower note to come on. I need to go and answer my door. Bear with me. I am back. We're looking at this left hand, the B, F, B, crossing under to the D and the F. So 4, 2, and I personally still use a finger 2 going to that D. Your hand may prefer a 3, but then I would definitely end with the thumb again. Okay, so we've got these 3 bars with similar looking patterns. 2 of them are identical. 1 is stretched out into a triad rather than notes in a row. So we have the E bass. And we finish there on a G with our thumb. And then it's not far to bring our thumb to the B and open up. We're going to do the triad shape at the top. Back to the E. And then in this final bar for today, we've got a G, which I'm going to do with finger 4, so I don't move my hand too low. And then a D, G, B. Well, let's think about that from the B. 1 and 2 close, and then the third just opens to 1 above the red. From a shape point of view, I'm just above the red here and just below the red here. So I'm just inside the red strings. My finger 2 is just above the black. So I'm on all clear strings. It's got the squiggles, so we're going to do our tariam. It's got the arpeggiation sign. Okay, now when we do that in the timing of the piece, we're still hearing and this bass E is still sort of murky in the background. I can tell you that the next bar is going to have another bass E in our left hand. So what I'm going to suggest is after you've done, you take your left hand finger 4 and just anchor it on that bass E. Okay, and you do that very soon after that chord, so that we're damping that E from the previous bar, getting rid of the murkiness of that, so that the notes that are relevant to this bar are the ones that are most prominent. Okay, that's our left hand. You'll work through on that. The right hand starts with G, and it's a lovely, beautiful long note. Okay, I would try and do that with a finger 2. Okay, so we've got G, then we've got A, B, F, D. So to get to that F, I'm going to put finger 3 on this A, and I might write that in so that I don't have to think about it on the fly. A, B, F, and I'm going to place that. And I'm going to go 3, 2, and then I'm going to move my finger 2 to the D, because we're now about to come back down to it. Okay, so if we just try that section, just that right hand, I'll count us in. I'll just say 4, 5, 6, and then we'll start. This first note is going to last for 3 quaver notes, 3 eighth notes, and then move. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay, as soon as we've played that first note, that G, we want to be getting ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, having got to there, we've come off beautifully. We're going to go 1 note lower, and we've got 4 in a row. Notice it going over the bar line into the next bit. So thinking about the red and opening up my fingers to come downwards. And that will allow me to do it as one move, not C, B, A, G, or C, B, A, and later thinking about the G. I can just open up, thumb onto the C, and fingers just open up like that. And then we've got C, B, A, G. And again, it's a nice long note that we land on, so this time. Then we go one higher. We've got E, G, F, and look ahead again across that bar line down to the D. A, G, F, D. I think I just said E, G, F, A, G, F. A, G, F, D. So again, I'm going to try and open that up. So C, B, A, G, F, D. Now the slight trick there, or slight trickiness, is that we've just played C, B, A, G, and we want that to be a long note, not cut short by getting the next ones on. So we have to kind of allow a bit of breathing room for that note. Been getting ready, but go on. And that's another reason for being able to open up and boof all 4 fingers on at once. Okay, so that we're able to put them on later because we know we can do it as one nice, decent move. Okay, so if we put that right hand all in time, so we've got the lovely long G. Okay, I'll count us in. I'll give a whole bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. Need to be mindful again. Where do we want to put any sort of leaning? What notes are we happy to ring out more prominently or not? And this might make more sense as we bring in the left hand again, pulling that together. The left hand is a nice timekeeper on this in as much as it's playing on every quaver until the last one. So boom, 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 and boom. We get that structure of as to keep the counting going. And again, you might take your trusty pencil and write through a line going through that top note and the bottom note where they land, so that you're aware of where the top hand's going to move on. The nice thing with this is it moves on as we've crossed under. So with 4, 2, 1. It's going to be playing again with our 2, 1. So structurally it actually makes a lot of sense because the change has happened and the right hand then comes in with that change. It's quite nice. Okay, so just to do it together, you might choose to do one hand or the other for a moment, but to play with me. Okay, and just thinking about that. And you might just watch and just follow the music and notice what on earth I'm on about when I say it lands with the change in the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to put the next notes on, just to be practicing that, and it's a good idea really, I can tell you that once again we're going to be leading to a G. So the C, D, F, the 3 notes you see there with the 3 above, are not going to be played 3, 2, 1. We need that to be 4, 3, 2, and the thumb's going to go on a G. C, D, F, G. Okay. You may not worry about playing those just now, but it might be handy to go and to be placed on it. Might be a handy thing to work on. Okay, the other bit of advice I would do with this is to start not necessarily at bar 17, go back a bar and play from there into it so that we have the because it's leading us into this part. Okay, we don't want it to feel like da 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 dee. Yeah, it's taking us there. All right, work on pulling those together. Again, practice wise, you might go the beginning of the line and just practice, have I got my left hand on ready? And just work on that and do that. 2's ready in the top hand, my left hand has opened up and gone to that next one. And then you might carry on. And then before you play this last note, has my left hand already got there? Yeah, and just work on that move. And you might go. Have I got there? And then damp that E. Okay, so little ways that you can work on helping these joins to be smooth without being overwhelmed or overawed by the fuller picture. Da, 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 da. Am I there? Yes, I am. Right, now we can do it again. We can carry on and get to the beginning of the next bar. Was I there? Without having to worry about playing that next bar, but getting to it in the timing. Okay, work on it, start pulling it together, and then join me on the play along video. Well done. Keep it up. It's great, isn't it?